Alright everybody, welcome back to the Pale Beyond. We have basically no food left. A lot of people have frostbite. And you put a lot of food into this. So I can technically put this in here if I wanted to. It would do absolutely nothing for me, but I can do it. That's 48 food. I really don't want to put the lemons in there. So that's... Okay, that gives us 51 food, and then over here... First off, ask the engineers to raise the heat. Because... two people are cold. Alright. Feed the furnace. Bit of timber until we get up to at least 50. Though I will put in as much as possible without wasting a single drop of it, and in fact that does waste a bit. Right, because this is 17, yeah, that'll waste a bit. So 85 is the best we can do. Don't want to waste a single resource here, no I do not. Pet the dogs, because I'd be a monster if I didn't. Go to the map. Fish should probably be nice to have for the dogs. But I'm actually going to go scout out here first. Unfortunately, no food there. Because why would there be food? Alright. Enter the request tent. Look at the journal. Okay. Everything should be fine. You do already have a lot of crew who can't do anything. Oh, that's because these are people deployed to permanent posts, and these is Hut and the three deserters. Hammond. Days are getting darker, Captain. Crew's been asking about using more oil to fuel the lamps. I told him to piss off, but I figured I should ask you. Lamp night is not an unreasonable request. The oil's for the boiler. It's more important than making dinner brighter. It also makes it easier for them to do their work, Mr. Hammond. Aye, but it's the captain's decision. They'll make do with what they have before the furnace comes first. I thought so. And I can tell them it's Captain's orders if they keep sniffing around again. Yeah, seriously, these people want extra lamplight. This is our survival on the line. Captain, Templeton, I won't keep you both for too long. After dinner, we should discuss about the future destination of this crew. I suppose we should consider moving camp to the destination of the rescue. Indeed. As for what that should be, well, we'll talk later. Very well. Finish request. Okay, it wasn't too hard. We lost some decorum, which is fine. We will make that up later. Eventually. Probably. Now, we're actually going to call crew for dinner, then we'll assign them to their posts. The crew have their meal, same as always. The crew return to their posts despite the time it's still bright light outside. Yes, but soon, despite the time, it'll be completely pitch black outside. I'm thinking by week like 12. There'll be darkness by then. He stares at you before nodding to a sleeping bag. Why doesn't it even allow me to talk to him if I can't talk to him? Why does it allow me to talk to you if I can't talk to you? Alright, you wish to speak with us, Kurt? Indeed I did. Have you noticed anything about the ground beneath our feet, Captain? It's not about to give way, is it? Not immediately, no. We're looking at the early stage of an ice breaking apart. If we don't want to join the dear old temperance, we better be moving out next week. Is that so? If we start packing after tomorrow, we'll be safe for the move for next week. Any longer than that, we'll be dipping our toes in the water soon, har. Well, it's inevitable that we should keep constant move, even ignoring the changing ice. Our rescue vessel will not be searching for us here. Get the word out then, Kurt. We leave in a week. I will, Captain. To stay is death. We're moving on. Thank you, Kurt. Have a good evening, Templeton, Captain. We'll have to move the camp within the coming weeks. The wait around here any longer will be swallowed up by the ice. Captain Shaw has been cautious. And will still set to match the arrival of the rescue. Let's not waste any more bloody time. The boiler can't last forever. That doesn't sound good. Yeah, you must retire for the evening. Yeah, I can't tend the furnace. Me talking to you. Doctor, you seem worse for wear this evening. Sorry, I've not had much sleep lately. Something disturbing your rest. Just some bad dreams. A shame, a shame. Get some rest early, Arthur. I'll inform you if there's an emergency arise. Oh, thank you, Kurt. You can thank me for a good night's sleep. I can talk to both of you? No. Yeah. Oh no. You've been thinking all day about your mother, your father, your sister. It never struck me, but there's a chance I'll never see them again, isn't there? Sorry, I shouldn't be bringing up such things. No, it's okay to be worried. Consider it motivation. Yes, plus I want it. Finally. Motivation. Right. I understand. Thank you, Captain. Oh my goodness. Ask scientists to cook up something in the med bay? Yeah. Mr. and Mrs. Gloss can do it. If you give me these, I can get the crew back on their feet. Is there anything I can do for the crew? Not right now. Right now, we're gonna go to the map, and we're gonna specifically search right here to see if I can sense a pattern. Okay, understood. Outside the map is only fish. Makes sense. I'm an idiot, as always. Yeah. You don't have anything to say either. Yeah. Alright, guess we end the day as there's literally nothing else for me to do besides... Oh, no, wait. Send out more dogs. That's really all we can do now. Send out dogs, send out dogs, send out dogs. Let's search here. There's gotta be some food here. Yes, there is. Alright. Runstar, Runt, Two Johns, and Tucker, the drunk sailor. Actually, no. Let's get gnomes out there. No, we can end. And we can do normal food, normal fuel rations. I'm glad I ripped the temperance apart. Yes, they're gonna be needing more and more. Yeah. No decorum loss, but we do need more food. Yeah, they returned with 4 caper seals, dogs not ready. Runstad became freezing on the sledding hunt. You really think these people would just stand next to the furnace if they were really that cold? But apparently they don't. Move to the next camp. After a hard morning dragging the boats ahead, the crew come across deeper snow. Captain, the snow on the ice is getting deeper. We'll need to find a better path before dragging the whole crew through it. I'll be happy to take up the reins. Best we leave it to one of y'all scouts, Mr. Darling. The ice is behind us is encroaching. We need not lag behind a man with a cane. The old limp isn't that bad, Templeton. It's bad enough. Time is of the essence. Very well, you can't go wrong with my team anyways. Any of them are capable of finding a path in the ice. Captain, if you want to judge the course yourself, you should go ahead with them. Ill-advised. We don't know what lies behind. Best not to take any unnecessary risk. No, Kurt's right. I should head up with them. Kurt is right. You never know what can lie ahead there. Me and York in the third. York the third, you're with me. Let's go. You and York the third trudge your way through farther, keeping your eyes up for dips in the snow that could damage the boats. It's long before you hear a sound from the head of the ice thinner. Stop. The eggshell surface all revealing a large swimming creature mouth agape. Oh no. Blackbird seal! Wait. Breeze continues unhindered. Fear mixes in and York the third freezes in place. Wait. Use the flare. Ignite the flare, startling the creature. With a growl, the leopard seal retreats, returning to the water from whence it came, seeking into the depths below. York in the third, meanwhile, remains frozen in fear, shivering. But it seemed the creature came far too close for comfort. That was closer than I'd care it to be, Captain. Good thinking with that flare. We need those flares to signal for rescue. Let's hope it was worth it. Yes, let's hope the creature does not return. It is something of a shame. If we could have taken that creature out, think of the meat we could have harvested. Would have kept us fit and proper for a few weeks, I'd say. Yes, well, it wasn't worth the risk, I'd say. Come now, Captain. The momentary distraction should not impede our progress. I would not have shot him, honestly. I was too afraid of losing a crew member to try to gain a bit extra food. I mean, we're starving. But I don't value any person of this crew more than another. A new camp. Captain Shaw personal log. A new camp has been erected from the ice lands far from here. The crew was ambushed by a leopard seal as moving into the camp. It was fortunate all the crew managed to escape their lives. We survived because we were prepared. It was quick thinking and appropriate resources that won the day for our crew. This vigilance, the temperance went under, finally consumed by the ice. She will be missed. The old vessel had become a home for the crew even when trapped in the ice. It served as a constant presence, a moment of the world, blah blah blah. She waited upon him and the crew. Captain Hunt. Choctaw found in the snow, a frozen coat. Not what I wanted to do. Proof that there's nothing else. Hunt and his group were able to survive beyond the boiler incident aboard the Temperance. Rufus Hunt's dead man. Should we catch up with him? I may just kill him myself. Discovery of his tracks may have filled the crew with some hope, but they can't help feel greater resentment towards the man in turn. A traitor, a cavern, a deserter, a cavern? No. He has little right to have survived as long as he has, leaving his own crew in such state. Summer has arrived in the ice, a prime occasion for hunting, blah blah blah. You guys can read this all if you want, it's far too long. We must prepare for the winter, lack of food, and harsh blizzards. Alright, into the medical tents, nothing here. We do have one man freezing. The beast was quite the specimen. I wonder if we'll encounter another of its kind. I hope not. Or maybe I hope so. Quite unsure. Let's throw some food in here. Man, these cavered seals don't really get that much food out of them. But, need be, we got enough fuel and food to last us a while. And by a while, I mean one bloody day. We have one bloody day, and I probably just wasted exactly 3 fuel there. Should have known better. It was so big. Do you think there's another one out there? I bet it's Runt talking to the captain, or probably the captain. Or maybe they're just talking to themselves. The dogs have been on edge since the creature attacked. They prefer to be the hunters on the ice. Let's hope we never see a repeat of that situation. Everybody's just talking about the leopard seal, how afraid they were. Captain! Close one yesterday, wasn't it? Let's hope there aren't any more of those beasties looking to make a dinner of us. I hope not. Yeah, so see, this is like dark time. So we did move from here. So we did move from here to here. We didn't move at all. Oh, this migrating caver seals. For penguin. So if we wanted... Yeah, the leopard seal isn't on here. So that's just a special thing. It's not an elephant seal. Leopard seals are dangerous, though. As far as I'm sure. Viscount Island. Alright. Send the dogs out. Food. Cavity. Runt. 2 Johns. And Gnomes. For the hunting team. We need more food. What does this give us? Gain 3 decorum instantly as well as 1 research for your expedition. I mean, to be honest, a bit of extra decorum can go a long way. And we get, like, what was that, 1 research or something like that from the expedition? Yeah, so we do have to stockpile up food before, as that didn't give us a darn thing. Captain. The territory of the ice we find ourselves on, it would seem we have our own pick of the litter. The ice is teeming with life that's never been encountered, like in the past. We're able to hunt to our heart's contents. We cannot afford to get too comfortable on the ice. Indeed. We'll not be able to stay here forever. Kurt has left me his assessment of the coming dangers. The ice is not stable. Put it simply, we'll have dead ice encroaching behind us, and the risk of a pressure ridge bubbling up and forming ahead of us. We cannot stay for long unless we find ourselves trapped here. Still, there is worry for another time. For now, we must contain the crew. What of the crew? The time as captain of the expedition has surpassed that of Captain Hunt. But that is not the case in all lives. Sailor loyalty runs deep in their veins. Take the Stoke brothers, for instance. They voted against you, they still speak of Hunt as the captain, and refuse the Mon Iker Review. Every song that Elder One plays is accordion, the traditional songs of sea folk. His loyalty to Hunt is clear as day. I'd be careful around those two. All they need is insubordination, if enough to pull lead to the crew's sway. Duly noted, Templeton, I will be careful. I'm simply stating what we should look out for. Regardless, you have some requests to deal with. They're waiting outside. And cut. Okay, what do we do again? Oh yeah, we take request. That's right. Alright, request. Cordell, what do you have to say? Captain Shaw, this area is teeming with life. Naive life at that. These creatures have never seen humans before. They do not even know to run. Some will even approach out of curiosity. In my opinion, we should engage in hunts as often as possible when we can. Agreed, thank you, Cordell. Cordell exits. Mr. Gloss. Captain, I have this bottle of wine in my personal storage. My wife and I plan to enjoy this on a trip home, but it seems that's much farther out than we first believed, so we thought why not share with the crew, ring in the new camp proper. An excellent idea, thank you. Agreed, a little drink will help raise spirits. Pardon the pun. What pun? I don't know anything about wine. Is there something? But what was that? What pun? Gnomes. Are you just walking now? Couldn't sleep. Scared of another steel attack, eh? Aye. Well, at least you're honest about it. We only have 2 dogs left. It's quite unfortunate we don't have enough dogs. The furnace. We'll put an engineer on it. We don't want run starve, freezing to death now, do we? If only we had more food. Because I'm not willing to put 3 food in. Right, call the crew for dinner. We will have the food tomorrow. But unfortunately, tomorrow we can't reconsider the rations. The dinner is shared and stories are traded. Let's talk with Grimsley. Shawl. Heard the photographer coined my song poetry earlier. Never thought about being a poet, I can't even write. Writing isn't a requirement. That might be as well sung at that point. Are poets just lazy musicians? Musicians. Have you ever attended the theater, Captain? It's luxury I have not indulged in quite some time. A good 10 years at least. I've seen a few plays in my time, yes. That's good to know. Perhaps you could trade experiences at some time. Enjoying the craft of theater is quite the escape, Captain. It's a shame it's a luxury we cannot carry efforts on the ice. Okay, Cordell clearly wants to be an actor. Clearly, for all her life, she's loved music or something like that and wanted to be an actor on theater, but has never been able to. Or she just really likes theater. Lost in thought. Our encounter with a wildlife has left me rather disturbed. We can only be thankful that none of us were harmed. Indeed. Timmy, don't be wandering off. I'm fine, Da. Stick close to me. You don't know what's out there. I said I'm fine. They're not even sitting there. There's nobody there. Normally the characters talking, they're there. Unless maybe after we listened to them, they disappeared and I just wasn't paying close enough attention. No, because Mr. Gloss and Zach were still there. You look a bit shaken, Chief. Worried about another attack from some beasties? I'm more worried about one of them getting into this boiler. If it's wrecked, we're done for. Think we should have an overnight watch then? I'll handle that. Of course you will. I don't even think that man sleeps. Evening. Rescue ship better be coming. Don't trust the benefactor to follow through. Do you trust Templeton? Nope. That makes two of us. Man knows what he's doing. He's loyal to the business, first and foremost. Can't say I blame him. Overheard some of the crew talking about how they missed proper food back on land. Ungrateful bastards, should have smacked them. Huh. Can't blame them though, we've been on here for quite a while. The complaints are ridiculous, there's nothing wrong with your food. We haven't tasted it, but it's probably true. I know, as do they, I bet. Finally, we gained his loyalty. That's about 5 votes. Still, they missed something, that's fair. For me, it's the sea I miss. Honestly, technically, we have both here. The sea's underneath of us, who knows how thick this ice is, we could die at any moment. And the land's right here, the ice. That was definitely Joe's coat we found, wasn't it? Do you think they're still out there? Wouldn't be surprised. Hunt's tough for an old man. We don't know how long that jacket was there. Don't get your hopes up. Captain, tell them to not get carried away. They're gone, don't get carried away in fantasy. See? Nah, that jacket means something. It could mean Joe froze to death. Well, don't you have a sunny disposition? I'm being realistic. Wait, really like that I said that Captain Hunt and everybody else was probably dead? What? I never thought I'd see the day he'd like it when I don't say something exactly super nice about Captain Hunt. You make your way towards the main camp, approaching Kurt as he speaks to Arthur. Well, it's not that I find use in it. I understand, know the struggles of having much pressure put on you at a young age. So you're saying that you were nervous at my age? No, of course not. I was 6 foot 5 inches. Don't know what that says in Greek me. But of course I can empathize. You approach, you notice Kashi falling close behind, a few steps back with some hesitation. Kurt's eyes catch you, he calls both of you over. Ah, Captain Shaw, just helping our good doctor. Our first trip out in the ice has left him shaken. I set to calm his spirits. Kurt, you haven't spoken to Kasha before. She's quite the fan. Well, there's no need to say that, Captain. Oh, is that so? Man, I picked the wrong option. Kasha doesn't like me as much as Kurt does. Kurt smiles as he puffs out his chest with confidence, happy to hear that Fan is aboard the crew. Well, Fan sounds childish. I'm simply followed your career for a long time. No need to be modest, I've encountered many a fan in my time. That must explain the habit of snapping photos of myself from a distance. Kasha shakes her head. That's not it. Your statue simply makes for more impacting images. It's the same with Nutley and his constant look of abject terror. That makes for good photos? You look amazing, it's great work, keep it up. Thank you? Wait, him looking like he's constantly terrified is good for photos. Let's not sell our good doctor short. I'm sure with the time the featuring images with statue rivaling my own. Arthur stares at the floor. I probably don't have it in me, not compared to the rest of the crew. The rest? Yes, I look at someone like Hammond. rescuing the boiler, but Kasha's covering the plagues in the streets. And you have your famous expeditions. What do I have? Kasha steps forward into the conversation. Is this some kind of jape? What's a jape? I don't know. You're a doctor, you perform surgery, that's brave enough as it is. Oh, thank you. You're a trained surgeon, none of the rest of us can say that. It's true, Nutley, you're a valuable part of this crew. Plus 5 loyalty to everybody. Gain the loyalty I lost, and gain the loyalty of person I don't need, person I do need. Seriously, he has so many opportunities to gain loyalty with this dude. I am right, yes I am. Thank you, Captain Shaw. Maybe get something to drink. Aye, we're all doing good job pulling our weight out here. Arthur returns to his tent, says, Cart begins to share stories by the campsite of Kasha, the young journalist is keenly taking notes. So she didn't like that I pointed out that she was a fan. That makes 100% sense. Captain, you didn't call me here so frequently. You receive updates each day. You should focus on the crew on your own rest. And yet you do not decline my invitation. True, that is hardly a direct order, is it? Plus loyalty. I'm afraid you have me there. Very well then, what do you wish to discuss? He stares at you, blah. Call for a night. Can't tend the furnace. Dogs need rest. Evening shawl. We've been here for quite a while, haven't we? Long since we've been out on the ice, no doubt. What was your previous record? Nowhere close, not even a month. If you stay out here this long, and make it out. Apologies, Captain, didn't mean to cast a dark cloud. See, it's that easy. But we don't have any food. We don't have a bite to eat. And we still have 6 crew members who ain't doing nothing. Captain, something worrying occurred to me. Enough time has passed since those back on land know, well, something went wrong. My parents are optimists, but there's no doubt they've done their research on expeditions such as this. They must be missing you dearly. No doubt. Well, all the more reason to return home. Can't let them waste away waiting for me. Okay, yeah, you have to finish developing those. Oh yeah, I forgot to do this. I'm sure Run's dog could tell you an interesting story about how he lost his arm. He joined the photographer. Captain, I realized something. Enough time has passed now, my family, they'll know something went wrong. Okay, everybody knows. My father must be mortified, and mother, I can't imagine how worried she must be. All the more reason to return home sooner, is it not? Yes, well, we're stuck waiting for a rescue ship, but I want to see them again, I miss them. At least we didn't lose loyalty there. I mean, we didn't gain it, but we didn't lose it. That's good enough for me. Is there anything else we can do here? We can't assign another person for interview, unfortunately. Oh yeah, we actually can. Look at the photo library. Oh wow, there's a lot of photos here we have not seen. Alright, so we got this one. Camp with the Temperance. All the crew together. The ship going under. The ship going under some more. The ship when it's not under. The ship going under again. A picture of Arthur looking as terrified as usual. A picture of the dog. A picture of the boiler. How did she get this angle of the picture? I'm not sure. She must be a really good photographer. Must have like climbed up one of these poles or something to get up there. Got another picture here of the Temperance going under again. A picture of some place we traveled through, and another picture of some place we traveled through. And that's all I can do for this week. Not enough dogs, not enough anything to do anything. Back from the Temperance, I didn't have enough hands. Now, out of nowhere, we don't have easy food or easy call. Afraid we don't have those luxuries. So we're going to do starvation. One crew will become malnourished. Oh, and one person will develop freezing no matter what unless we do high fuel, which I'm afraid is not worth the cost. As we always have extra hands. The dogs are resting and will be able to send out. Moon's got. Okay, so we have 2 members freezing. That's per. Anyway, that makes 3. Oh no, everybody became freezing on their sled hunt. Oh no. I'm sure the good doctor could fix that. He'll probably cut off parts of you that have frostbite. Maybe a finger. I'm not sure if the doctor can actually fix this. Oh no. You approach Hammond at the boiler. Morning. Starting to miss that ship. Got spare time in my hands now, first time for anything. I'm sure you'll find something to do. Aye. Spare time's a poison. Want to avoid it when you can. Exactly. Feed the furnace. We have enough for one more night. We're out of stuff that we used to do. Feed the hoosh pot, the penguins we got. It's still not enough. These penguins, they ain't enough. Oh no, that broke. Feed the hoosh pot. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not enough to feed everybody. We're gonna have to throw in a can of lemons. Oh, what? No, that doesn't bring us food. That's furnace. I'm an idiot. Well, we're out of food. We're out of fuel. What's new? Ask engineers to raise the heat. Healed freezing. Please healed freezing on... Yeah, there we go. I think I healed 3 freezings? No. I'm not accusing you of... No. I'm not accusing you of anything. Then why do you keep launching questions at me? I told you the ship, the engineering was impeccable. And why did we sink Hammond? Why am I sentenced to the ice? I have more important things to be getting on with, Templeton. I just need to know what happened with the Temperance. Was it sabotage? They stop and turn to you. Captain, good for you to join us. Templeton was just interrogating me. Not interrogation, we have all of questions here, Mr. Hammond. Then tell me, who's paying for this madness? Now that's a bloody good question. The scientist frowns. Does Shaw not even know who the benefactor is? No, sorry. Does Shaw not even know who the benefactor is? Templeton looks between the two of you and considers the moment. The scientist scans the room before quickly picking up a food tin from the corner. He lifts the tin and throws it towards you. Inspect the tin. The Atherton Tinning Company. These are where we get our canned peaches. Of course, they've long since been gone. Tinned, fresh peaches. Consumed within 3 days of opening. Are you serious? That's who's paying for this. You might die in the middle of fluffing nowhere for a tinned food company, Shaw. They have additional investments. I've known smugglers to swear by these tins at sea. It's no matter anyways, the money is good, it's changed nothing about the mission. The mission is still our survival, not money at this point. Of course, but I'm certain you would appreciate handsomely being paid as a reward for said survival. The two men observe each other. Are we all in agreement, Captain? Aye, for now. Hammond exits. So we're doing this all for a tinned food company. We're all gonna already die up here. This will be the end of us all. Junior, we're out of food. What we're doing? I did stock our current food after leaving the Temperance camp. We're burning through food stores at a fair rate. Luckily, game here is abundant. It would not make a difference. It would not be difficult to stockpile farther food stores. For the time being, yes. When winter's approaching fast, and with it the game is starting to dry up. We need to make the most of our time here if we're going to survive this winter. What is yours to admit, Mr. Stoke? It's hard to say for sure, but we have enough to last us 12 weeks. We need enough. We do not have enough. 12 weeks. That's the bare minimum, assuming the tightest rations possible during the winter. Understood. Thank you, Junior. Junior exits. Captain, we have a great opportunity here to increase all food storage by considerable degree and must consider the approaching winter. We don't have enough to last winter. Survival is just not possible. Grimley. Shaw, notice something. Crew going into these interviews with the photographer all shaken, but they're always feeling better when they come out. It seems speaking with Bellecote helps alleviate some of their stress and trauma. I thought you should know. Well, Captain, we shall continue to send on any shaken crew her way. I already know that. Ah, Captain. The sunlight won't last forever, you know. No time like the present to play a game of rugby. The game of the crew, that's what you're suggesting. Why not? Keeps the spirit high and the blood pumping. An active crew is a healthy crew. Simple game always did wonders in the old expedition. Wonderful idea, I'm sure the crew will enjoy this. We always have extra people. Runsta, I'm sure Timmy would love to. And Gnomes. He seems the perfect person for the job. In fact, scientists ain't gonna be doing much. Zach can go. She's malnourished. I don't really want to send her out. Anyways. Wonderful idea. I'm sure the crew will enjoy it. Oh, it's sure to be a lark. What's a lark? Chances like these don't come often, Captain. Captain, pleased to say I have quite the headache this morning. The crew greatly appreciated the wine. It's only a shame it couldn't wait to be back on land for more. A grand celebration for returning home is in order. Well, now we'll consider ourselves with getting home. Best not celebrate early. Of course, still a good time to be had. Captain, perhaps we should have noticed some discontent among the crew. Sideways glances and like. Have you? Indeed I have. You may thank the Elder Stoke for that. Perhaps we should listen to what he's been playing as related to the crew. Songs of disrespect, songs of mutiny. He seems to intend showing distrust for you among the crew. He's becoming quite the problem. What do you suggest we do? I cannot say. Stoke seems to have dug deep in his heels. You will need to find some way to appease him. Either that or remove his accordion from the adequate. I'll have to hear these songs for myself, Templeton. Very well, hear them for yourself. How do I do that? Life's better when you're not lugging equipment off the ship, don't you think? You're one of the young ones. I was throwing my back out every day. Some well-deserved rest came our way. If you think this is the end of work, you got another thing coming. We need to send some people out for more food. No food. Small bit of food. We're sending every sailor possible there. But I'm afraid all of them are probably going to get frostbite. We do still have a pack of dogs left. Mine's well, we don't have enough scouts. We can't send a sailor out there, he'll kill himself. Alright, and for the remaining crew that we do have, enter the medical tent, the photographer. Mine's well inside Tucker, the drunken sailor, for an interview. As we have nothing else to do with the remaining people. The crew have their meal. Dinner is shared and stories are traded. Alright. You notice the sailors are all seated around the campfire listening with attention as Grimly plays on his accordion. As he continues playing, the crew join in on the song.
Captain has a frozen arse, hard as rock, no thawing soon. Never tells which way is south, hardly tells their arse from mouth. They never had a notion for taking our command. Send us to the hells for biscuits, we eat out of their hands. We eat out of their hands.
Really grimly.
Captain Hunt could take a ship further than his fingertip. Captain Shaw can't move a pace. What a waste of hauling space. They never had a notion for taking our command. Send us to the hells for biscuits.
It's
we
really
eat
good.
out of their hands. We eat out of their hands.
This is really good. Alright, laugh it off. You know, laugh the crew look at you. They begin to laugh in turn. Grimly. Nothing. It was just like looking at me like nothing. Just had nothing to say. The festivities of the dinner wind down as all their business is returned to normal. Hunt had a musician on his crew when I was a small one. Learned how to make and play our accordion from them. Then they just left. Always wonder what happened to them. I take it they were a carpenter as well. I took up both roles, plus 5 loyalty. I was the only one who showed interest. Enough time has passed, our benefactor must have realized the disaster has occurred. I've known our benefactor for quite some time. Rest assured, they will not be giving up on this expedition. Let's hope not, or hope's right on that rescuing ship. We can trust them to send a rescue. Responsibility in the end lies if surviving long enough to see it. It's good to have some music with dinner, is it not? Suppose we should take what's given to us. I intended to bring a phonograph, but there was no space among my equipment. A shame, but I quite enjoy what we have now. Shouldn't you be with your father, lad? I'm grown enough. I thought the same when I was your age. Aye, long time ago. Heh. Consider yourself lucky someone's taking care of you, lad. Captain, I never thought I'd say it, but I'm starting to miss being on proper land. There's more drink back on land. Ha. It does have that going for it. A lot of bad memories back on land, though. Captain, something occurred to me. I noticed startling little of your life. You've invited me several times now, and I've given little thought into asking you about your own affairs. A staggering lack of adequacy, wouldn't you agree? Well, is there something you wanted to know? No, not particularly. I was merely remarking on the fact. I have no interest in prying. You're Captain Shaw, that's all I need to know. May need a rest. Go pet the dogs. Pet the dogs. Pet the dogs. You know, I should be getting fish. I'm an idiot. We really need fish, honestly. If we had fish, everything would be fine. Now, question. Can I treat malnutrition? I doubt I can. Oh, wait, you've already been deployed, so even if I could, I can't. Can I treat... Okay, I can fix frostbite. So I can fix, I think, any disease. That's consigned to medical comforts. I don't want that, actually. Arthur, do you have anything to say? Captain, I've made friends with the crew. Kasha, Kurt, Jr. They've all treated me with kindness since I arrived. Sorry, I just had to say it out loud to someone. I suppose it sounds awfully childish to brag about it. Childish? No. Pathetic? Maybe. His hair is white, but apparently he's still young. Not all, I'm happy for you, Arthur. Less than loyalty. Thank goodness, I finally got more loyalty. I think I made up for all that loyalty I lost the first time talking to him. Oh, thank you, Captain. I'm just happy I can admit something like that. It's kind of you to listen. Captain, I was playing with Cordell's dogs earlier. I think when I return home, I'm gonna get myself a pet. Not a dog, though. Maybe an exotic bird. Something like a parrot. Why a parrot? A pet that can hold a conversation was not the like. Then again, maybe it'll be too much to handle. I should keep it simple. A duck, perhaps. Apparently she wants birds. So I already assigned someone there. There's only one more person left to assign. Crewmates just asked me if dogs could serve as emergency fuel. Don't think they were serious, but I had a bloody good laugh imagine the Kennel Master's face if he suggested it. Sure, you tell Cordell. I'll watch Kasha work on your obituary. Ha, you're a funny one now, are ya? Pretty sure it's Captain Joe to pass on a message. You should try it. That'd be funny. I mean, I'm not gonna use the dogs for fuel. What kind of horrible monster would I be? Captain, you have any children of your own? No, none. Didn't think so. Most of the crew don't know what it's like. Yeah, you have to retire. Oh, missed a C. I just don't feel right in solid ice. Captain Hunt will tell me to suck it up if he was here. Feel the same. The ice is no home. Agreed. Sooner we get off the ice, the better. Okay, I can do a few things right. You know, I used to be much taller than Grimly when we were growing up. I'd piss him off something fierce being an older brother. Even Hunt would poke fun. Don't know why I'm remembering that now, though. I don't suppose he'd appreciate me poking fun, would he? He'd hit you, no doubt. He even tried that with Captain Hunt a few times. Okay. I'm flattered really yeah, y'all begin to rest, y'all. We don't have anything else to do. One crewmate left. I think we'll end today's video here. We're gonna lose 10 loyalty because we can't get food. Because we have no food, we lose 10 loyalty with him. I'm guessing, yeah, we also lose 10 loyalty there. We don't have anything there. I mean, I can keep... I really wish I could do that. I really do. But we don't even have enough food for half the people. I mean, we can't afford anything. It hurts so bad. We don't even have enough food for next time. No, we do. You got freezing. Everybody's gonna become freezing on a sled hunt. You're cured of your freezing. Frostbite. You're not scurvy. You're not frozen. You're not malnourished. You're not malnourished. That sucks. We're all gonna die out here in the ice. At least those with frostbite will be taken quick. Quicker than those with scurvy, at least. At least it's what I've heard. Or was it quick or just painless? I don't remember. Could have been one, could have been the other. I wouldn't remember. Alright, first actually, doctor. Ask the scientist to cook up medical comforts. We're gonna need it. Medbay. Both engineers. No, actually, no. In case I don't know actually how this works. We'll get the scouts. And who has frostbite? You do. That's quite unfortunate. Not entirely sure how this works, but let's also put Lefty in there. Command to rest. Use medical comforts to instantly cure all crew. Is there anything else I can do for the crew? Okay, so I cannot put more people in there. Okay. Now, wait, what? Oh, that's right, you're freezing to death. Oh no, he might actually die here. He does not cure his frostbite. He's dead. Right? Yeah, no. Load save from tree, sorry. Now that I know how that works, I know you guys might think it's cheating. And it is. It very well is. Frostbite. Scurvy. I'll fit 2 people in here actually, I just realized that now. Here we go. Use medical comforts to instant cure all crew in the med bay. Go to the furnace. Furnace? What's a furnace? Tell me, Noah. Instantly cure some people of freezing. Now all we have is our malnourished friends, who are not going to be friendly. So, I need to toss some penguins in the hoosh pot, enough for at least normal food. We also need some more fuel for the boiler, which we don't have. Scout. We could actually use some fish. Send the malnourished people out. I think we only need 3 things of fish. Send someone out here. York the third. Hunt, yes. Mark to hunt down for next week. Now, unfortunately, we don't have anything to burn. So, 30 fuel, 25 is minimum. I really want to keep the flares though. I at least need one. We have to carefully disassemble one at least for fuel. Now we have 5 crew members left to take requests for. Arthur, Captain, Kurt's game of rugby was a rousing success. Everyone was eager to get involved. Even yourself, Doctor, you don't seem to salt. I'm not, but Kurt did drag me into a game. I was tackled fairly hard. I'm still not feeling well, to be honest. I'm not alone. I'm not surprised as much roughhousing involved. Still, everybody had a great time despite the multitude of aches and pains. If you'll excuse me, I need to lay down now. Captain, I've been thinking. What is it, young man? Well, I'm not a very good sailor. I'm small and I'm not very strong. Well, we're sorry to hear that. But I still want to help. There's plenty of sailors, but there's not as many scouts, or scientists, or engineers. Well, those roles require quite specialized skills. I can learn. Dr. Nutley loaned me his books, and I've learned to read. I can still help, just a little. Well, earning a doctoring is quite out of the question in this scenario, but training isn't out of the question. With diligence, I suppose you can be taught the basics, enough to lend a hand at least. That's what I thought. Captain, please. Wait, I can either probably cure more people, have another scout. Engineer is useful, but Dr. Nutley is more useful. You can wait to Nutley from now on, you're his assistant. Okay, I will, thank you, Captain. Dr. Nutley is already lacking in proper experience, but he knows his theory. Perhaps a spare pair of hands is exactly what the Doctor needs. Retaining Runt has given the camp +1 maximum doctor slot. Great. Alright, Kurt and Hammond. I'm telling you, you're jumping the gun here. And I'm telling you, you're off of your bloody mind. Gentlemen, what seems to be the issue here? Apologies for bursting in like this, but winter's on its way, we need to hunker down as soon as possible. If we want to survive the cold, we need to camp out. For winter in a good 2 weeks. And you disagree with this, Kurt? You want protection from the elements, I understand, but I know just how long winter can last. We haven't stockpiled enough food or starved to death waiting for the weather to clear. So you suggest a longer hunting period. Much longer, 5 weeks if we can. 5 bloody weeks? Winter will hit us by then, or you're mad. We have enough to live off. 2 weeks is all we need. I'm sorry, but have you been on the ice before? You talk like you have. Don't need experience have common bloody sense, do I? Men, calm down, there's no need to turn this into an argument to a personal. I agree with Kurt. Sorry, Hammond, I agree with Kurt. Then when the season ends, we'll be ripped apart. Think it through. Mr. Hammond, that's enough, the decision has been made. I trust the captain's choice. Perhaps 2 weeks from now, circumstance will change. We'll see. Now, if you both carry on with your work. Fine. Okay, I trust you, Captain. Mr. Zack, Captain, a suggestion. If this camp seems stable enough, we could conveniently drill a hole through it. For what purpose? Ice fishing. I understand the crew are quite adept in the pastime. It would prove a pathway to gather more food. Certainly, I'll assign crew to the matter. Do we have enough? We do have enough people for the job. In fact, Mr. Zack, since you want to do this so badly, I'll let you lend in a hand with your scientist friends. I'm sure you'll do right. Thank you, Captain. I will direct them in their duties. Perhaps we will catch something worth our while. Hopefully, we do. The earlier dispute between Mr. Hammond and Mr. Darling was quite worrying. For a navigator and engineer at odds, the violent form among my crew. They're both reasonable men, it won't come to that. We can only hope. This crew is like a body. Each organ must be working in tandem if we are to survive. So then what? Hammond's the heart, and Kurt is the eyes? Guess that's what makes sense. Junior. Worm one today, relatively speaking. Never understood how we could grow used to the cold. I can't even handle a proper summer back home these days, huh? An island summer might be just what I need when this is done. So this is as warm as it gets down here. It's still cold, isn't it? You think you're cold? Wait until you have old bones like mine. I hope I'm not stuck here when I'm old. Don't interview with 2 Johns. We don't have anything else for anyone else left. Pet the dogs. Do we have any? We don't have anything to throw in the furnace, so that's not good. A few people are going to get frostbite. None of them are going to get cured. Only have 1 crew member left to do things. The crew have their meal. Dinner is shared and stores are traded. Technically, they should have had no food there. Oh, is this the song again? Yeah. Same song from last week. More of the crew has joined in since then. I think week 14 is where we'll end our video. Week 15, technically. Templeton approached you, speaking to you in a hushed tone. Captain, do you hear this? This has gone on long enough. Don't you agree? What do you mean? This will be continuing to put a stop to it. Your leadership is in question to have to act. Very well, I will speak to him. I don't know, I feel like I should just leave him alone. He seems like a temperamental type. I'll speak to him.
Captain Hunts could take a ship.
The time for simple talk may be through, Captain. Much of the Grimly, who eyes you with suspicion. What do you want? Grimly, tell me honestly, what is your issue with me? You're my captain. That's all there is to it. All I need to hear, carry on. Carry on? Captain, carry on. Are you continuing to allow this? Junior steps in. Alright, I think we can call it a night. Grimly gives a nod and steps away as the crowd begins to disperse. I have to give it to you. I thought you'd shut him down. I'll have a talk with Grimly. We'll ease up on the music a little bit. So long as you keep things steady, we won't let off the hooks for anything. Sure. If anything happens to me, make sure Junior has my accordion. That's all I've got to give. I'll make sure of that, Grimsley. Aye. Thanks. I mean, I lost a bit of loyalty of Templeton, but that's fine. I do not believe the younger Stokes' words. I doubt this matter is settled, Captain. Far from it. I don't care what you think. I don't trust you still. I noticed old Kurt has been butting heads with the engineer lately. I'm not surprised. Mr. Hammond's been butting heads with just about everybody so far. That mole man ought to be careful who he speaks to. He's fortunate Kurt is so patient. Let's be fair, Kurt can be stubborn as the rest at times. Starting to miss the browbeaten heat. Calling this summer feels like a joke. Bundle up more, old man. It's only gonna get colder from here. Oh, are you ice fishing? Yes, are you interested? My father would take me fishing quite often. I have some experience. Of course, it's a different story on the ice. Feel free to take the reins, Doctor. Oh, thank you. Perhaps a bit later. So we still have no food. I wonder, can I feed people the fish as well as the dogs? I see the chief's got into a bit of a spot with Mr. Darlin. Aye. Hammond's brilliant, but he's adamant to make everything harder on himself. Not that Darling's any better. How are my favorite crew members, Lady Cordell? Tired. They need the rest. I won't disturb them. You know, you should treat them more often. They receive all the treats they need, I assure you. Stanbury and Parcel were engaged in a fight this morning, a more serious matter than the usual scrap. Put a stop to it, but it's concerning. Those two often get along. You think you're pushing them too hard? If I am, that is a concern. I'm not pushing them any farther than is necessary, but what is necessary grows each week. On ship with Grimley and Hunt, to be honest, it's all I've ever known. Half of my earliest memories are that. When this is all over, I'm not sure what to do. You served on a ship that young? Wasn't much else to do back then. Grimley and I didn't have many options. Hunt gave us one. Yeah, you're gonna call it a night. I was looking at my contract, Captain. After you and Templeton, I'm next in command. So don't bloody die. I don't want all that responsibility. Better you than Templeton, I say. Templeton will love it. Let him have the bloody hat. Oh, nothing to do with it. I'm being honest. I'd rather have Hammond as leader than Templeton. Then I talk to everybody. No, Kurt. Shaw. Do you look at me as an old man? Don't mistake me. I know I'm getting up there in years, but I'm a father, not a grandfather. You're perfectly capable, if that's what you're asking. Anyway, yes, I suppose it's more pressing than the grey hairs. It's alright, Robin, I don't mind myself being seen as an old man, just as long as I'm not a useless old man. We did get someone over here, right? Yeah. Do you have any more photos? I doubt it. You do. You have this one. We have Templeton looking just as grumpy as usual. We have a scout with binoculars, and we have this. Alright, talk to Arthur. Good evening, Captain. I escaped the talk with Kurt over dinner. He kept asking about my plans for the future. I did not know what to say. Understandable. Now, most of all, we should be focusing on the present. That's our loyalty. Agreed, it's hard to think years ahead when I can barely look into the week into the future. I hope I can answer properly in the future. That'll be my first step of my plan. First step? That's like having a plan. First step of the plan. Figure out how to make a plan. To make this plan. And then the second step of the plan being... Second step of the plan. Don't know how to make a plan. Probably a bad idea to write all this down. It doesn't even make any sense. It'll be useless later. And before you know it, you've just written down a bunch of pointless things and there's no plan. Before I joined this expedition, I was concerned with how my reports would be received. I'm certain this wreck makes for a more interesting story. But before that, it feels interest in great explanations is waning. Perhaps we can renew this interest? That's what I'm hoping for. I grew up with these tales, don't know how I'd be without them. Others may not care these days, but they stick with me. I hope another child latches onto the story. We only have one crew member left. Can't do anything with him. We don't have enough food, we don't have enough fuel, we don't have anything. People are gonna start freezing, but that's all I can do, I'm afraid. I've talked to everybody, too. That's just the end of the day. Food's normal. You'll be cured of your malnutrition, and 2 crewmates will develop freezing, that's fine. We've got 3 fish, 4 caper seals. Yeah, you become freezing. You become freezing. You become freezing. This is why we need more fuel. To make sure people don't freeze to death. Yeah. It's starting to get dark. Ooh. Small group of introvert penguins who notice Mr. Gloss and Mrs. Gloss studying them closely. Look, dear. Penguins. How extraordinary. Astounding. This must be their first sighting on the rockery. I can't murder them in cold blood. Kurt, do I seem afraid of the sled dogs, that is? Well, are you? No. Have you ever owned a dog as a pet? No, my family does own several cats. I'd be more afraid of those clawed beasties before I feared a little pup. I suppose you're right. I do fear dogs, and I do fear cats. I'm just being honest. You should be afraid of everything. It's only normal. That Kurt, he doesn't know what he's talking on about. Lost in his own little words, he is. Must think he's 30 years ago. Man's begging and pleading just to be here, just to feel important. Don't know what you're doing listening to him. Suppose that's none of my business, though. Ask engineers to raise the heat. We're gonna get 2 of them on there. That's why we have the 3rd slot, it's for the runs. Through the medical tents, you guys know that's Miss Sagas. Well, actually, I'm ending the video here, so I hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe and follow me on Rumble. I keep forgetting to say that at the beginning of the video. So I guess I got to say it twice at the end of the video now, because when I say it once at the beginning, once at the end, so I guess to make up for that. Make sure to like and subscribe and follow me on Rumble. I hope you have all been enjoying this series as much as I have. This is definitely spiked in difficulty. Running out of fuel and food. Of course, that's to be expected. I've never been too good at video games, despite what I think. It takes me a while. But when I do figure out how to play video games, I think I'm pretty good. But then again, what do I know? Anyways, that's it for the video. Hope you all enjoyed.